Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, we're going to talk about Lee Priest. Lee says if you do hip thrusts, you're a pussy. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas that turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, check out the link down below. I'd be glad to help. And don't forget, every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern here on the YouTubes, I do Massive Iron Live. All right, I was forwarded this video via Instagram DM, and I want to share it with you guys. Basically, it's Lee Priest bashing on the hip thrusts, and it's rather entertaining. I'll make some commentary as we move along. I'll be the first to admit when the hip thrust craze first kind of kicked in to an old school lifter like myself, and I can kind of see Lee's perspective on some of this. It seemed a little bit too much, right? You know, building the glutes, the glute obsessed. Cultures have changed a lot, and there is much more of a glute focus than our day. I don't want to pull the old man, old lifter card and say the young generation is wrong, but I can kind of see where Lee is coming from. With that said, I think the hip thrust is a fine tool. If somebody wants to use it to build their glutes or whatever, go right ahead. I do kind of think we're in the Stone Age, and there needs to be a little bit of a development as far as equipment so we can maybe have a piece of machinery in gyms where folks can do hip thrusts without stealing every damn plate. So, all right, let's dive in and see what Lee has to say.
Well, good morning. Let's have a little discussion, or you can call it a rant. When you go into the gym and you see the leg press and sled machine, and there's no 20s, you're like, where's all the 20s, the 20 kilo plates? They're all on the hip thrusting machine. It's a sad state of affairs when there's more 20 kilo plates on the hip thrusting machine than on the leg press and all the other leg equipment.
Well, I won't argue there. If I walk in a gym and there's more people wanting to do hip thrusts than actual conventional leg work, it does kind of make me twitch a little bit.
Why is that? I'll say it now. If you're a guy and you're doing hip thrusts, you're a pussy.
So Lee just kind of leaves it all out there.
You're scared of leg pressing? You're scared of squatting? Oh, Lee, but some pros do it. Yeah, because they're scared.
Well, I will say, just in all fairness, the clients that I work with that do hip thrusts aren't afraid of leg pressing or squatting in general. In general, they are doing leg presses and squats. I can't really speak, in fairness to Lee, I can't speak about the average lifter in the commercial gym. I imagine they might be a little bit more hip thrust focused than my average client.
To squat and other shit. You don't fucking need it. Look through a history of all the pros. Glutes. Shredded or just glutes, muscular. Never did that. Go back to Corey. Even before them, Tonya Knight, Laura Cravell, Iris Kyle. Look how many women ripped glutes. The bums were like on posters that women and men would just gaze at. No hip thrusters.
Well, that's fair, but back in the day, we used the exercises that the tools we had. I mean, we did more lunges, we did more leg presses, we did more of the hardcore leg work. And the top level bodybuilders, obviously, they're going to be more attentive to doing this type of work, and they're going to use a wider variety of tools than the average lifter in in any commercial gym.
Squats, lunges.
I will say personally, as somebody that squatted for 38 years, and this is going to sound a little bit controversial maybe to somebody, but I have pancake ass. I always was under the assumption that if I did squats, and I do more of a narrow stance, not a wide stance squat, I was always under the assumption that if I squatted a lot, and I do, that I would get this big, huge ass. This is kind of the stereotype, but what I found out is that over time, my quads were so dominant in the squat that they grew and grew. and my hamstrings took a lot of stress, and my glutes really didn't do much of the work. So you can ask my wife if you want, but pretty much I have pancake ass for a squatter. If I look back at all the leg workouts I did over the last 38 years, and I could change a few things, one of the biggest things I would change would be to do more lunges and leg work that also focused on the glutes. It's not that I want big, juicy glutes or a big, juicy booty, but compared to my quads, compared to my hamstrings, they're a little bit underdeveloped, and I probably would have wanted a little bit more focus to take away a little bit of that pancake ass. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because squats back in my day and back in Lee's days were almost always equated with making you, giving you big glutes and making you big and blocky. And that's simply not always the case.
What the other proper exercises? Then comes Kim Kardashian and all this shit. Someone makes a machine. I see a girl weighing 120 pounds, 400 pound hip thrust. Keep it up.
Yeah, I would agree with him there. If somebody, if somebody is light as far as body weight and they need to slap on 400 pounds of plates, something needs to be done with the hip thrust or with the hip thrust machine.
I'd like to know how many chiropractic places have actually increased their clients since that happened. Or the young girls, oh, my lower back so sore, my lower back so sore. You put more effort into that than you do fucking. You probably lay there like a fucking starfish, but when you get to the gym, let me hip thrust. So the moral of the story is, if you're doing hip thrusts, you're a fucking pussy. Go fucking squat, do lunges with weight on your back and shit like that.
All right, Lee, tell us what you really think. All right, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. So, guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.